for coming to this conversation. I'm so waiting to have another.
What else?
God bless you guys for coming. God bless you guys for
Money be the reason we retire. Despite kind of money, brother, they require back. Get it. Oh, here to say it is a wire. I mean, my mini be mental car, muscle fire cost. Them money they seek on the side. Oh, here to me, my deeper Lucy pride. Many deeper twice. I'm proud of it. For better, my deeper Lucy side back. Yami Bonipa. No man, I come out. Or manage you at the DNA will flatter to man. If you're not the performer, no man for man. Maybe I say the poor man, I would be under better center. If you're not coming, I feel I will be back. I want to commercial break. Commercial break. Commercial break. I want to the number one in Chile.
Nana.
Yes.
I love the feedback from the first interview.
Really?
So yes.
I see.
So you are sharing knowledge. What's that? In Kutana, in Kuto.
Vaseline, lip balm.
Hey. That's some of you. So, minim seminya adverta. Obian sponsor. Nana, mobi sponsor me show you. Some can know and say, can I come here advert? If you want to sponsor my live chats, my Instagram live chats, just DM me. Small no confuse.
Exactly.
Hi Momo. Nana, so please let's continue. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone out there watching us today. My interview with
the president's address is at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Nice. So that is the latest news.
Yes. 1 minute.
1
minute. Okay, go on.
Sure.
Let's go on. Go on.
Oh yes. Yes. So a very big good evening to Dr. Abiam and he's watching.
Dr. Who?
Abiam.
Who's that?
He's a man of God.
Oh.
Yes. He's my papa. Yes, Nana, so please continue with the GH1 saga and how were you able to manage the whole thing? How were you able to calm situations down?
Oh, well, so we apologized. And then, I mean, the apology was necessary. It was more important than anything. But of course, you had, as I was telling you, that, you know, that uneasy is a head that wears the crown, right? Because I'm the general manager, and so I took responsibility for it. I had no idea what was on, you know, because there are people who check these things, but it went through. It happened, and it was a big deal, and it was worth dealing with. It was worth apologizing for. It wasn't something that was acceptable. And I will not stand anywhere to say, oh, Ghana for you. They had every right to complain. People who were upset about it had every right to complain about it, you know. And so I didn't have a challenge with that at all. But it's been dealt with. We've apologized. And again, I keep apologizing profusely to anyone who watched that thing. It was unacceptable on our part.
Nana, will you say, from time I will join GH1, this will be one of the worst moments for you?
No, it wasn't a worst moment. What's a worst moment? It wasn't anything worse for me. I mean, things happen every day. You learn from them. These things happen so you become a better person. I am not the one who sits down and cry over spilled milk. No, I don't cry over spilled milk. It happens and it makes you a better person. You deal with the problem immediately, you know, and you make sure that it does not repeat itself in the future. So I wouldn't say it was an experience. I wouldn't say it's a word. No, it was an experience. It was an experience, and we have all learned from it. Yeah.
Now, Nana, in a corporate space or in a corporate working environment, do you think that women should be given some special treatment?
You've gone back to this issue again. Should women be given special treatment? I think the special treatment is not the two words I will go for. It's called quota, right? It's called quota. So sometimes women ask for a quota, and it's because they feel they've been disadvantaged for a long time. Listen, I will not in any way, anywhere, advocate that someone should occupy a position because of their gender. If you deserve it, if you merit it, if you are competent, and that's the most important thing, if you're competent enough to execute a task, you should have it. What I will not kowtow is a situation where a woman is more competent, a woman is more deserving of the opportunity, and it is given to a man because someone is thinking about the biological makeup of a woman. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I'm following.
So it is not special treatment. I think the word I'm looking for, it is common sense. It is common sense. It goes without saying. If your mother is working in an institution and your mother is deserving of the opportunity, your mother must get it because your mother is competent enough to execute a task. If it is a man who is competent to execute that task, the man should be given the task. I'm not one who will say, oh, because, no, I won't say that. But of course, you've had situations where people have said, so for instance, in the past, a man is given a position and nobody makes a qualm about the position. But if it is given to a woman, you hear people say, hey, can she do the job? Why? Okomema in that yes, so. Onkomema in that yes, so. Yeah.
Where your punchline?
Onkomema in that yes, so. If the woman's brain is sharper and allows her to work properly, the woman should be there. If the man's brain is proper, works sharper, and allows him to make sound decisions to help everybody, the man should be there. But you don't put a woman there because whoever is calling the shots feel that the woman, oh, if you're ban or ban no fit into you more business. It shouldn't be about beauty, right? It's competence. So if the man can do the job, the man should be there. And it is not only women who are sidelined. Men are sidelined as well. I you know, and this is the problem sometimes feminists have with me. That I don't believe in feminism. I believe in feminism. I don't believe in stupid ways of achieving equality. I don't believe in fighting men. I don't believe in insulting men to achieve equality, because there are men, and throughout my career, every single person who has held my hand to make me better was a man, not a woman. It was a man, because these men believed in me. They believed that I could do it. I went into the media at the time. They had employed me and 3 other men for my first job. 3 other men. I was the only girl amongst them, and I was the youngest as well. But Uncle Charlie at GBC realized that I had something special. I think it's because Uncle Charlie himself loved to read, and I go into Uncle Charlie's office for meetings, all of us, and I see Uncle Charlie's books, and these were books my father had in his library, and I was reading with my father. So Uncle Charlie just felt that, oh, this girl has something more than these boys. You know, so Uncle Charlie helped me because he saw something in me. He saw some light in me. It didn't mean that he sidelined the men. He gave the men opportunities as well. You get it? And I think that is what we must all strive to do. If it is a woman, you think the woman can do it, maybe not today, but she can do it next week. You help the woman to find her purpose. If it is a man, you help the man to find it. I don't believe in special treatment for anybody. It is not, the word is not special treatment. It is about opportunities. Give people equal opportunities. If you realize at some point that this person is not pulling their weight, even at that point, you don't give up on them. You don't give up on people because others have taken the lead and they are behind. Some of us start slowly. Others start really fast. And again, I must say, and I like to say this a lot, it is not how fast you start. it is how great you finish. You know,
again, repeat it again.
You don't say repeat it again. Repeat is the same as again. So repeat it or say that again. Repeat again is tautology. Thank you. I don't want to start correcting your grammar. So, people, some of us start slowly, some of us start really fast. You know, it doesn't mean that the fact that you are going slowly, it doesn't mean you will not get there. You will get there. But the most important thing is to realize that I'm a slow learner, I'm a slow starter. If somebody decides to help me, I must tag along and accept that help. And for you helping, you shouldn't think that we may yours was to help the person to reach a certain point. Help them to reach their point. Don't think about somebody surpassing you in your quest to help others. It is a wrong mentality. All right.
Hey, where the I thought for you, I thought for you. So repeat again. You
can't repeat again. Or say it again.
Say it again.
Yeah, you can't repeat again.
Hey.
It's
Nana, aside education, how can we empower the ordinary Ghanaian lady or woman?
It is not just empower Ghanaian lady. How do you empower Ghanaians? You see, I have a challenge when people tend to skew towards a particular gender. It's not fair. Women must be empowered. Men must be empowered. Everyone must be empowered. It is not just women. Okay? So let's just get that out there. So aside education, you know, I think that in this country we place too much emphasis on education. Sometimes you are judged based on the school you attended. I think it is ridiculous. You are judged based on the certificate you have. It is ridiculous. You are judged based on how many degrees you have. It is ridiculous. There are some people who love to go to school, like me. I love school. I enjoy school. The only thing I hate about school is exam. I don't like exams, but I love to learn. I love learning. I love knowledge, and every knowledge is power. So if I like school, it doesn't mean that the next person must also love school so much. Basically, if you're able to get through your SHS, it is not written anywhere that everyone after 8 SHS must go to University of Ghana or KNUST or University of Education in Winneba or University of Cape Coast.
Throw more light on that.
Yeah, it is not compulsory. There are people who finish SHS and their dream is to start something on their own. And if someone decides that I want to be a painter after SHS, I want to be a painter, okay? I want to be an artist. You shouldn't look down on that person. Don't look down on people's choices. Do not do that. And so if you come to me and you say that, oh, Nana, but I want to be a journalist. For that one, I will advise that, you need to get a higher education. If you say that, Nana, but I want to be a carpenter, I would say that go to that vocational schools. You know, don't go to Legon. Don't go to any of these. You know, find a vocational school that gives you tailor-made brain. You know, this is what you want to do. And of course, along the line, and this is what I advise people, that take up short courses. Because you want to go into carpentry, you want to own your business. So take up a course in, for instance, accounting, management. Because when you are done with your training, you require, you know, some management skill. You require some leadership skill. You need to understand basic accounting if you want to run your own business. You know, so it is not compulsory. So the emphasis there is absolutely ridiculous. And for empowerment, there are various levels of empowerment. And I think people like to focus only on education. There is social empowerment. There is education empowerment. There is political empowerment. You know, there are 5 of them. Which are the social, political, educational? The other 2, I can't quite remember. But there are 5 types of empowerment. Educational empowerment is there. If you want to run a community service, you want to go into community work, because that is where your heart is, not passion. You know, because I know people will say, this is my passion. You don't always make so much money from your passion. You know, I'll come to that later. But do what you think is right for you. If it means going to the university and you think that will help you, that's fine. But don't let anyone kid you into thinking that unless or until you go to the university, you are not a proper human being. That is absolutely ridiculous. Because there are people who have gone to university, have their first degree, have their master's degree, they're still at home without jobs. There are people who just ended it at SHS 3 after their WASI, and today they are running their businesses. So the emphasis shouldn't be so much on education. And I think it also boils down to sometimes parenting, that by force, I was talking about university.
And that's
why?
a discussion we had from the onset.
Yeah, why?
It is parent-child relationship.
Yeah, it is wrong. It is wrong. You need to understand your child. Okay, you need to understand your child. If your child wants to do music, don't send your child to. They do music at University of Education, right?
Yes, that's what I want. Yeah.
So if your child wants to do music and you absolutely want your child to go to university, you send them to the right university. Don't force your child to go to University of Ghana to go and read political science. When the child wants to do music, that is where the child wants to be. You know, we need to be very circumspect in some of the choices we make.
Don't you think, apart from the parents, and don't you think it's also peer pressure? Because probably my mate wants to go into political science. I also want to follow him. Don't you think it's also peer pressure?
Yes, it is true. There is peer pressure, but peer pressure is not always wrong. You know, because we tend to think about the negatives only when we talk about peer pressure. Okay? So for instance, if you walk into a room and all your friends are reading a book and you also pick up a book to read, you've been pressurized. There's pressure to read as well. You don't read. You're not reading because your friends are reading, but you realize that when your friends who like to read more engage in better conversations than you do. So if you feel that this is the track your friend is on and your friend is doing remarkably well on that path, there is nothing wrong with learning from your friend. Learn from your friends if they're doing something really positive. Peer pressure is not just about obi enuri and all smoking cigarette and or yes shisha. And so you want to do it. It's not just the negatives. The negatives are there. That is why there is common sense, you know, gumption. Your gumption must lead you to the right path. But if you realize that your friends are doing the right thing and it is helping your friends, if it will help you, why not? Learn from it as well. You get it. So it is not just peer pressure. If it is peer pressure, I think that is where parenting comes in as well. And I think one thing that the schools lack as well is career guidance. We haven't strengthened career guidance in this country. So the student walks in first year, I want to read political science. The political science, I am into, there is performing arts. He or she finds himself or herself at the, performing art class. Not by choice, but career guidance. You get it. I think you're right when you say people are pressured into making certain decisions, but I think it goes just beyond that. It behoves the school. That is why it is a school. That is why it is a place of learning. It is a place to shape people. You don't just give and expect them to take away. You must shape people, and the universities must start doing that if they are not already doing it.
Nice. Now, Nana, do you share the same opinion when people say negativity sells?
No. Negativity doesn't sell. But negativity is bound to happen. And the earlier you think that negativity doesn't sell, but negativity is bound to happen. because as you are moving through your journey in this life, you don't have the art of providence. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. All we do know is that there is a man up there who watches all over us. And I know that tomorrow morning, if I wake up, I would have breakfast. I will sit in my car. I'll drive to work. I have a set routine. But God himself has a plan. So when you wake up in the morning and you are praying, you're not just praying for a good day. You're not just praying for money, but you are talking to God to be in the midst of all your decisions. You're asking God, you're telling God that, God, whatever decision I'm making today, be part of that decision. Don't let me take decisions that are against you. Decisions that you and I agree on. And I like to think, I think that Jesus is my buddy. We do have conversations, I feel I have a personal, we have a pally relationship, So negative things will happen. And even in the Bible, it doesn't say that these things won't happen. Sometimes they happen to test your faith in God, to test your strength. What I say to people when they are caught up in all of this negative stuff is that you don't allow any crisis to go to waste. If a crisis happens, you must make sure that you are making the best of the crisis. Don't allow any crisis to go to waste. If you made a mistake in this crisis, you must find a way to turn it around for your good. So that is what I say to people. It doesn't also mean that you should deliberately create negative news, because I know people who deliberately
exactly
create it. I know people who deliberately give false information to bloggers to post about them, just so they will be caught in a storm. But if after the storm your life is still the same, then you are incredibly foolish. You get me? You are incredibly foolish, because you don't create a storm and then complain about how strong it is. If you create it, as you lay your bed, so must you lie in it. If you create it, you must bear, the consequences. But don't deliberately. Don't give information to bloggers. Say, oh, can you put this out there about me because I want to trend? That is not reasonable.
Now, Nana, let me share this experience with you. We're in a country where people seem to share negativity or fake story. They give more attention to it. For instance, let's say I'm a blogger. I don't belong to those circles, but you do a story, a very positive content, and you share about an artist. And most of the fans and the artists themselves generally don't want to even pay attention to it. But let's say you go and blog a negative, quote unquote, a negative story about an artist, and they seem to throw more light on it for their fans to know. So why, how can we balance this whole thing? Is it because the fans also give so much energy to it, or it is the bloggers?
First of all, I think a lot of people are blogging in this country. They don't understand what blogging is. I have a problem with a lot of bloggers. They are not bloggers. They are just, even the language is so bad. They write as if their brains are on strike. That's how they write. You pick up a story and you're reading, and it gives me such a headache. And so I don't even pay attention. People write bad things about me. You never see me going on and on about it. They write positive things about me. I don't go on and on about it. Because honestly, I don't have time. I really don't have time for it. But of course, there are people, if you write a positive story about somebody, let's just say that Shatawale decides today that I am going to feed 100,000 people in Old Fadama. That is a positive story. You write the story and you think people do not care. People have read it, but you find a few people commenting, right?
Exactly.
And your challenge is that when you do those stories, it doesn't fly as much as the negative one.
Yes.
And you find this celebrity coming to attack you. When you go to school, and I didn't go to a journalism school, but I know for a fact that when a dog bites a man, it is not news. But when a man bites a dog, that is news. When it bleeds, it leads. That is the basic principle of journalism. When it bleeds, it leads. So, for instance, if you're watching a news bulletin and there's been an accident and 55 people are dead, and then there's another story of someone planting flowers to give people excitement in their homes because they've lost all hope. So this person thinks that planting roses or sending them roses will bring them such, bliss. When I'm starting a bulletin, I'll start the bulletin with the 40 people who died because that is news, right? Okay. And so when you write something positive about Shatta Wale and people are not going on and on about Shatta Wale, it is because that is what should be. That is the right thing. That is what we think should be happening in our world, right? But if you hear that if somebody writes a story and says that Sarkodie has just kicked somebody or slapped somebody at circle, we all think that, oh, how could Sarkodie do that? So we all get upset. Meanwhile, it probably didn't happen that way. It didn't happen. Sarkodie didn't slap anybody. Sarkodie has every right to come and deal with you because you are tarnishing his reputation. You're tarnishing his image. Whereas if Sarkodie releases his song, the new one, and you write about it, yeah, it is out. It's a good song. We are all singing the song. So Sarkodie cannot say, oh, Kobby has written something nice. Let me go and make noise. No. The least he can do is to say thank you, right? But if you publish something negative about him, he has everywhere. Because, for instance, Sarkodie has built a reputation for so long. And even me, Nanaba, I will not allow anybody to stain Sarkodie's reputation. If I see it, I'll be very upset. I won't allow it. And this is just me. It's not Sarkodie himself. I won't be happy because I'm a fan of Sarkodie. I love Sarkodie to bits. So if I see anybody trying to destroy Sarkodie, I get really upset. It's the same way I feel when I see people trying to destroy Shatta Wale, because Shatta Wale is a very good person. He's a very kind person, very lovely person. Unless, of course, the people have done exactly what they're being accused for, and that I will be the first person to call them and say that you were wrong on this front. You need to apologize for this.
Like when his photographer slapped me.
I spoke to Shatta. I even spoke to the photographer, but we spoke about it.
No, you told me you come back to me.
And I never did. But I spoke to the photographer about it. Don't worry, we'll talk about it. Yeah. No, we'll talk about it another day. This is not a platform for. Right.
Now, Nana. Now, I want you on one platform, and you said
Bobby Dapa is writing a lot. Bobby. Is she Bobby or Baby Dapa?
Baby Dapa.
I like to call her Bobby. She looks like a Bobby. She looks like a doll.
Bobby, no answer.
Bobby? You don't know what Bobby? Get your daughter a Barbie.
Mate, why?
I'll see any day. Okay, let's go.
Now, I watch you on one platform, and you made mention, say, most of the bloggers in Ghana, Ebia and Anamoah at beach, Anamoah was spotted at the beach, maybe drinking sobolo. Lydia Forsen, Sandra and Kobby are spotted, or I mean,
that is what I say, that people blog and call themselves bloggers. Listen, I have respect for only 5 bloggers in Ghana. Only 5 bloggers.
Me too.
Oh, you are one of them.
You.
Don't worry, another time. I have respect for only 5 bloggers in Ghana, and I think they are doing proper blogging. The rest, oh my goodness, they won't learn the ropes of the job. They don't even read. Either they don't read or they don't just understand comprehension. They don't know what they're writing. They don't know it. I don't know how to put it. So, for instance, let's say Baby Dapa or Sandra and Kobby goes to the beach and she posts a picture of herself on her page. And then you, the blogger, calling yourself a blogger, number one, the word blogger has even been abused, but that's for another day. So you go and take the picture from, you go and take the picture from Baby Dapa's page, right? She posted it too. Then you take the picture from her page, then you post it on your page as a story, and you say, Baby Dapa spotted at the beach. Where is the sense in that? Spotted means that, I don't know, the picture about who. What's it spotted? Just say, oh, beach, oh,
I said, who came now? Who know which? But
I know who know which channel. But on one which then you say spotted at the beach. What is that the English that is so hard to understand? Me try me photo, me diabeto. To say minister where the soakings. I put the story on my page, and then somebody downloads the video. Nanaba and say what me here caught drinking Gary soakings. Caught drinking Gary soakings.
He caught you. He caught you.
Yeah. Are you bravenly foolish? Is that what you are? That Nanaba and say what caught drinking soakings. And I'm thinking, caught. What is wrong with you? I don't get it. You know, I don't get that. That's my challenge with a lot of them. But again, there are bloggers in this country who do exceptionally well. They write well. When they do, I tell them. As for the crappy ones, those ones I don't even mind them.
What can we do to improve it? I mean, can you share some knowledge? I mean, what can we do basically to help put out good content and nice stuff out there?
I don't think they are interested in putting out good content. I don't think they are interested in that.
I'm sure they are young bloggers. I mean, young aspiring bloggers.
Oh, for the young ones aspiring to be bloggers,
yeah,
I will say that there are online courses. Some of them free. You know, I do a lot of short courses online. A lot of them that I do are free because I love to invest in myself. Because if you don't invest in yourself, you never get better. I like to invest because I always want to learn. I always want to be a step ahead. I always want to be relevant. You know, so you need to learn. You need to learn the ropes. Take up short courses on blogging. Maybe you don't have the money, but they are free online courses on blogging, free online courses on everything that you want to do. Fortunately for this generation, thanks to the internet, you can get everything. It's information at your fingertips. All you have to do is to go to your phone, your gadget. But what I realize is that a lot of people are losing their smartness to smartphones. There is no way in this world that your phone, right? My phone should be smarter than me. I use my money to buy my phone. The phone should not be smarter than me. But that is why you find these days that smartphones are getting smarter than some people. And that's not right. That cannot be tolerated.
Now, I've seen people trolling you on social media, coming at you with a lot of comments. How do you feel when you're going through such comments?
I don't feel anything. That's what I told you. I don't see them.
So, no, are you telling me that you don't read comments?
Me? Listen, let me tell you what I do. So, for instance, if I go on Twitter and I see trends and I see my name there, I don't even bother to go and hit on it and see what people are writing. Because me, every minute lost is disastrous to me. I don't enjoy frolicking in foolishness. I don't enjoy it. I don't like frolicking like that. I don't like it. So I don't read them. I don't see them. Unless you are brave. And a lot of them are not brave enough to tag me. They can't tag me. They are not brave enough to tag me. Because if you tag me and I see it, I will respond in either equal or worse measure. So I notice that people don't like to tag me when they are writing their nonsense. Because if you tag me and you say that you call me Ashawo, my response to you may probably end your life immediately. You will not come on social media again.
Now, how many people have you blocked on Twitter? How many?
So many. I block them not because I hate them. I block them because I feel their brains don't work well. And I can't engage with people like that. I can't engage with that. You know, if you come on my page and we are having an intellectual discourse, and because you're losing, you say, oh yeah, you are an ashawo, you're a prostitute. What do you expect? I'll just block you. Because I realize that while doing you still have a lot of learning to do. So I'll block you. I will block you immediately. I don't have a problem blocking people. Though. The block button was, the block button, you think Jack, who invented Twitter, or Zuckerberg, who invented Facebook and has now bought Instagram, they were so stupid to add a block button. They put the block button for a reason. I will block you. In any case, you don't feed me, I don't feed you. If you don't see my tweets, it doesn't take anything away from you. It doesn't add it. People say then they will be nagging. Nanaba has blocked me. Nanaba has blocked me. So what? Are you losing money because Nanaba has blocked you?
And they got so furious when they noticed that you blocked them, and I don't know why.
And I don't care. I honestly do not care. I think what people fail to see about me is that I do not care. I don't care.
But you must care. Nana, you must care.
No,
don't
I don't.
You have feelings? Don't you have feelings?
I have feelings. I don't have foolish feelings. I don't have foolish feelings. I mean,
you have foolish feelings?
Yeah, there are foolish feelings. Foolish feeling will be you coming to call me Ashawo, and then I will spend the next 10 minutes engaging with you. That's foolish. I don't have time. I don't have time for that. Unless I don't know. I don't know what will make me stoop so low to engage with somebody whose brain has completely gone bonkers. I can't do that. I can't do that. I feel the moment you call, and sometimes some of these people I have blocked, they didn't even attack me. They didn't even come. If I see, for instance, one time I blocked like 10 people on Twitter because I saw them insulting Lydia Forson.
Wow, not you.
Not me. They were insulting Lydia Forson. And I was wondering, what did Lydia do to deserve this unwarranted attacks? And they were insulting Lydia's mother, insulting Lydia's father. And I saw it, I was wondering, what is going on? So I went through the tweet and I saw exactly what Lydia had tweeted. And Lydia just shared her opinion on something. If you disagree, and we must learn to, disagree to agree, or agree to disagree, whatever it is. And if you disagree with Lydia, there is an intellectual way or a nice way to go about it. You don't insult the young lady's parents because she disagreed with you. And I realized that these were people that were following me, and I was also following them. Wow. So I realized that no, these are not people I want to be associated with at all. So immediately I blocked them. What I keep saying is that you don't lose anything if Nanaba, Sewa, Lydia, or anybody blocks you, or Sandra blocks you. You don't lose anything. You don't lose anything. You don't know me from Adam. You don't know me. You know me by, virtue of the fact that I appear on your TV or I'm always on your timeline. You're not obliged to follow me. And so somebody will say, Lydia Forson has that. I'm going to unfollow her. If you unfollow Lydia Forson, what does she lose? If you unfollow me, what do I don't lose anything. You follow people because you believe these people will add something to you. That is why I keep telling young people that don't just hit the follow button. When you're following people, make sure that these people are making a positive impact on you. If the person is not making a positive impact on you and you're just a fanatic of them, that is fine. It's different. For instance, I follow Sarkodie. I don't follow Sarkodie because Sarkodie's tweets will add anything to my life. I follow Sarkodie because I'm a fanatic of Sarkodie. I follow Shatawale because I love Shatawale to bits. And Shatawale's tweets will not add anything to me. If I decide to unfollow Shatawale or Sak today, it will not change the love I have for them. It will be because I probably don't like the way they tweet. I don't like the things they tweet. So I'll decide to unfollow them. But I don't lose anything from unfollowing them. My love for them doesn't go anywhere. So I will block you. If I find you a nuisance, I will block you. The block button is there for a reason. If it wasn't needed, it wouldn't be there. Once it's there, somebody thought of it and it has to be used.
Amazing. Interesting conversation today. Interesting. I mean, I'm sure people are learning. The comments come in very positive impact. You are really inspiring people. Now, Nana, you have a huge following on social media and you have a lot of people who admire you. Are you going to wake up one day seeing Nana Anamoah go into politics?
I don't know. Never say never. I don't know.
But have you had a thought about it?
Sorry?
Have you had a thought about it, like going into politics or never?
No.
Anna.
Yes.
God bless you so much for your time.
Okay. Thank God. My bread.
Minimum sour bread. In Crawford Manka, and Naki Akasama, Adiachin. Ajua is saying, I have a question. Okay, so Nana, let's give some time to people if they can ask some few questions. So you guys can keep your questions coming. If you have any question for Nana Ba and Anamoah, just ask. Somewhat okay. Oh yes. So you can ask Nana Aba Anamoah any questions. Yes. Nana, please mention. Oh, so please, if you have any question for Nana, just keep your questions coming. If you have any, do you have any question to ask Nana Aba Anamoah? Just keep the questions coming. Just keep the questions coming. Someone is asking, oh, how are you? How are you? She's fine. I address the only question because she's scared to be fired. International only question be
Oh, how?
Okay, so Pocky says that I just want to thank her for teaching us today. Much love for her, Nanaba. Okay, so Born Rich Kobby says, Kobby, please try and bring her back next time. Hey, Nana, now we brought my brain. We started the last 3 years.
I know, right? It's been 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. And that year. Okay, she really DBJGH. She really inspired me during my internship at GHone. Love her so much. Okay, we have learned a lot to Amma. Okay, a woman full of wisdom. Nana, please continue to inspire the youth and don't mind those fake people. Okay. Someone is asking, what will push you to mentor someone? What will push you to mentor someone? This is one question, Abela.
What will push me to mentor someone? The question is ambiguous. I don't understand it.
Hey, question, Abela. I'm saying, wait there. This is.
I don't.
When I come again, you know, no.
What will push me to I don't understand the question.
No, I'm sure like people come to you to for mentorship. So what will really push you to say, okay, so let me really pay attention to this person? I don't know if I'm right.
Okay, I understand. So what goes into my choice of mentees?
Exactly. I think that's the point.
Okay. And I walk within one son.
Hey, Nana, how the F H M? That's awesome.
Okay, so I don't know. So it is always where if something drives me. So I get a lot of young people say, "Oh, I want you to mentor me. I want you to mentor me." And I do listen to myself a lot. If I'm driven to mentor you, I will. Until I am driven by it, I don't just go around mentoring everybody. And again, I don't like to mentor too many people because I will be doing them a disservice if I have too many people to mentor. I won't have time for all of them. So I like to have just a few people to mentor. I wish I could have more people because I think there are so many lost souls around. There are people who need guidance. They're not getting the right guidance.
Nana?
Yeah.
Sawa, I'm here.
I'm here. It's not I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
whatever. Say we're going.
I said, what's your name saying? The bluff no kind. No, who is saying? Was it a right? Bluff no kind. Was it? Was it? Running under soap and one soap under running. Was it the right word?
I've seen such a big deal being made out of it. Honestly, it is. So she said that wash your hands under running soap, something like that. Yeah. Of course, Sewa has been on TV saying these things for a long time. She's been saying wash your hands under running water with soap for a long time. We are bound to slip all the time. People slip all the time. Calling me and say, "Oh, Nanaba," and she said this. Are you going to punish her? Most importantly, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. So she obviously, it was a slip of tongue. That expression is there for a reason. It was a slip of tongue. She keeps saying wash your hands under running water all the time. That morning she said wash your hands under running soap. She didn't even notice that she had said it until after the show had ended, and she laughed at herself. And I love people who make mistakes and have a laugh at themselves, because it's the only way you get better. She's been laughing at herself since. I've seen people trying to make such a deal out of it. It's nothing. It's really not it's really nothing. People slip all the time. The greatest orators in the world slip all the time.
You said
But you see, that's the thing. That when people make mistakes and others correct them, there is no need to laugh at people, because when you laugh, you don't know any, and we all don't know any better. You get it? We all don't know any better. Do you know the number of people who correct me every day? I get corrected all the time too. But every day I'm learning. Before I go on air to do my interviews, I pick up a book on grammar to read, because I don't know it all. That is why I make the effort to teach people. When people write something and I come and correct it with an asterisk, I'm not putting it there because I want to laugh at them. Because and I've noticed on social media that people struggle between thought and taught. To think, past tense of think, thought, and past tense of teach, taught. I realized that there was a confusion between thought and taught. And so when you say, Nanaba, I thought you said you were going to sleep, the word they want to use is thought, not taught. And so I come in and I say that THOUGHT, and I put the asterisk that this is how it is. I don't put it there because I want people, and I realize that once I do that, people come and they are laughing. And I find it ridiculous.
So you are rather even helping the person. You're rather helping the person.
And when I see people laughing, I don't find it funny. Yeah, I don't find it funny because I see people laughing, and I don't really find it funny. It is not funny because half of the time the people laughing don't even know it. Don't even know it. There are things that I didn't know. There are some times that I write something on Twitter, and then somebody will come and say, "Oh, it is this," and I say, "Thank you." I say thank you because I don't know it all. I don't. If you don't allow yourself to learn, you will not get better. And I just want to use this opportunity to say that when people make mistakes and somebody corrects them, like I do all the time, don't have a laugh, because I don't. When I see people laughing under the comments, I ask myself, what did I miss? What is funny here? What is fun? It is not funny. So yes, Sarah's own wasn't even a mistake. She didn't make a mistake. It was a slip. She just interchanged. Yes.
My last question, then we'll say goodbye. My very last question. Our leaders, it seems we are rather serving our leaders. Our leaders are not serving us. What do you think, the youth can do to voice out? Because, Nana, and the leadership of this country, the politicians are taking us for granted. What can the youth of Ghana also do?
I think that we need to hold people more accountable. And accountability comes with speaking up. We're not speaking up enough. The truth of the matter is that this country is divided along party lines so much that when it even comes to sharing of food, somebody is saying that, oh, they are serving because this person is NPP or this person is NDC. the partisan politics is destroying us. And there are people who feel that without politicians, they can't make it. So they end up feeling like they are there because they have to be there, and not because they are there to serve people. And the moment we realize that we put them there and they must be at our beck and call and not the other way around. They must be serving us. They must make things happen for us. We shouldn't make things happen for them. You go to some politicians, you go to their houses and they have like 3-4 maid servants. And I don't understand what's going on here. So we have to speak up more. We have to challenge the status quo more. We have to let people know that, for instance, the security apparatus and not apparatus, like people say. The security apparatus is there for us, and nobody has the authority to order an apparatus to go against us. So you find people demonstrating peacefully. They have permission to demonstrate. Then the next minute, a call goes through to the hierarchy of the police that fire tear gas or cannons or hot water on them. I mean, they are paid by our taxes, so they are not there. They are not at the women caprice of anybody. They are there to serve us. And the earlier we get to speak up and let them know we are not happy, and we can only do that at the poll center when we are voting. We must vote for proper leadership. It doesn't mean that we don't have proper leadership now. We've always had good leadership, but what we appeal to do is to hold them accountable enough.
I'll ask 2 questions. You pick one. 2 questions. You pick one. Nana, range or Benz? Choose one. Then range or Benz?
None.
And please don't break the rules. Nana, don't break the rules.
None.
Hey.
I'm not a fan of Mercedes Benz. All my friends will tell you. I'm not a fan of the Mercedes Benz.
But you love range.
I'm not a fan of the range. No.
Hey, Nana, you sure? Because range or baby.
It doesn't mean I love range. There's a difference. Yeah, and if you saw me driving a Range Rover, it wasn't mine. It was probably for maybe I'm a car for servicing and I'd be No, I don't own a Range Rover. If anybody tells you that it's a big lie. I don't own a Range Rover. Yeah, I don't own one.
Shoes or sneakers?
Shoes.
UK or US?
UK.
Wachi or jollof?
Jollof. Oh. Wache. If I like wache, but I would choose jollof any day.
Earpiece or Bluetooth speaker?
Sorry?
Earpiece or Bluetooth speaker?
Bluetooth.
Barca or Madrid?
None. It is even sacrilegious of you to ask me that question.
Because if I bring in Manchester United, obviously you're going to choose Manchester.
Of course.
Now, Sarkodie or Manifest?
Sarkodie.
Shatole or Stoneboy?
Oh,
hello,
that's
Nana.
hard. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Tata or Stone? That's hard. That's hard.
Oh,
that's
choose
hard.
one. Please don't break the rules.
Oh, I can't. I love them both. I can't.
Okay.
I can't.
Tall guys or short guys?
If they are intelligent, I don't mind any. They must have a brain. Tall without a brain, short without a brain. Nah.
I see. Belamundi or Sandra Kobia?
Sandra.
Peace FM or Adom FM?
Peace. Oh, I love Peace FM.
You love Peace FM, man. Oh, Mofa Bimbra. Coronavirus or Ebola?
Are you a fool or what?
Hey. Nana, God bless you so much. God bless you so much. Thank you. You want to, I mean, your final words.
Oh, I've spoken enough. I'm tired.
So I want to say a big thank you to everyone out there. Nana Joa, Miss Debbie, everyone, Poki, everybody that came out here to watch my interview with Nana Barnum. Nana, God bless you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Definitely, anytime.
Miss Debbie said she was waiting for an insult when I asked you coronavirus or Ebola.
Who is Miss Debbie? Miss Debbie.
Miss Debbie. So
no.
NDC or MPP.
No.
Where's Aponche? Where's Anamoah Aponche? Where's Anamoah Aponche?
In his house. In his house. Oh yes, he's doing a good thing. Have you seen the way he packages it? Or the Mauritian rubber, no the milk powder, ni a situate, any in Katiaka.
Okay, Nana Ba Anamoah, thank you so much. God bless you so much.
Bless you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey. My idea, God bless you guys. Send me. God bless you guys. God bless you guys. God bless you. God bless you guys. God bless you. So straight to action. God bless you guys. Satisfaction. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you guys. Baby Dapa, God bless you. I'm going to host Diana Hamilton tomorrow. Diana Hamilton is my guest tomorrow evening. Diana Hamilton is my guest tomorrow evening. So make a date with me and Diana Hamilton tomorrow. God bless you. God bless you guys. Oh, I will not repeat it again. God bless you. Repeat the song again. Repeat the song. Hey, hey, trumpets. I'll play the trumpets. Don't worry. So tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. I have Diana Hamilton. God bless you guys.